much. But this one is a lot thicker. I mean, a lot thinner, okay, than this one right here. Put those on down. We have our wings on that one. Okay. Anything you want to add, Marcy? Nope. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to measure 50 milliliters of water. Because we're going to test the absorbency system.
Why 50 milliliters?
Because the 50 milliliters is the amount of flow that we normally have as women. Some women are less and some women are more. But this is about average for most women. Okay, 50 milliliters. Is that about 50 milliliters? Can you see? A little bit more maybe? Yep. That's about it.
You might want to put it on the table so
Yeah,
they
I know.
that way they don't think.
Okay,
I think
we're on it.
You may probably add a
little bit more.
That's probably it.
All right. So what we're going to do, because this represents our flow, we're going to pour it into Exhibit A. All right. And then we're going to do another 50 in Exhibit B. That's about 50, yes. I'm going to put it in Exhibit B. That's a lot.
It's like, that is a lot.
Okay.
Some have a table.
Okay. So we got a piece of that. Dry it. What's that?
And underneath them,
Hmm?
and underneath them, you still some in the second shelf.
Oh, that's okay. I'll get that later. All right. So, well, our exhibit A, as you can see, there's a blue strip here. That's actually supposed to be the absorbency system, but it's actually dye. Okay. And what happens is that dye is going into our system and causing all types of diseases and is that right? All types of issues that we may have, like fibroids and different cancerous issues that we have, cervical cancer, and actually breast cancer, because it's going in our bloodstream. So what we're going to do is dissect it.
Do the paper towel.
Oh, the paper towel. Okay. Can we have 2 volunteers? Uncle Larry, because we need a male. And then we're going to have Tasha come on up and be our representative for our women. Okay, so we're going to put Exhibit A. I'm going to get you to mash down on it and see what kind of absorbency system we got going on here. Ooh. Look at that. That represents us women. That's the absorbency system. Did that absorb anything? Now, as we can see, no. So now we're going to actually test our Exhibit B. 95% dry.
Wow.
Did you see that? Just that quick. That didn't even take long. Nothing. Absolutely nothing there. Look at the comparison.
And it's still really
Yes.
wet.
You see that?
The water is just sitting there.
Absolutely.
I can imagine y'all have to wear something like that all day.
That's what we go through as women. Look at that.
Feeling yucky and
Nasty and wet and smelly. You know what I'm saying? So you have those issues definitely, and this is just a paper, just the napkins here gives you shows you the difference between the two.
She like blown away.
But you see the difference when you see it live? Okay, now we're going to dissect each one of them. We're going to tear them apart. This is Exhibit A. As you can see, this is the first layer. Look at all that dye. That's what that is, dye. And as you can see, this is supposed to be an 8-hour absorbency system, and it didn't absorb anything. You see that? So this is the first layer.
What do you think happened to that dye?
The dye actually leaks into the pad as well as into our bodies, which is proof that it's not absorbing at all. Okay. And this right here is level 2. This is the second level, and of course this is supposed to be cotton. It's supposed to be absorbent. That's papers. That's dyed trash. That's dyed paper. You see that? Not cotton. Very wood fibers. That's what that is. This is supposed to be our absorbency system. So what I'm going to do now to prove whether this is truly an 8-hour absorbency system, we're going to put it in the cup that has less water. So we're going to say the cup on the right is the one with the less water. We're going to push it on down there and see if it actually absorbs. Okay. Our last layer, look at that. That is actually the same material that they make trash bags out of. There's no absorbency, there's no flow of air, which we need that. And what happens is that's what's causing the bacteria. That's what's causing us also to have our scent, because there's no flow of air down there in our very special areas. We need flow. We need airflow in order to make sure that we don't have all of this toxic chemical that's going into our bodies. Now, what we also going to experience also whenever we start flowing, what happens is there's a chemical called dioxin that's going into our bodies. And that's all of this dye, and then you got this plastic that's with the heat is causing all of this chemical to go in our bodies with no flow at all. It doesn't tear, but it's plastic. Okay, now we're going to test our absorbency system. Take off the top layer. Look at this. You see the holes? That causes us to have a nice airflow as we flow. It helps with the air, and it helps also as a pathway so that that flow can get to our absorbency system easily. If you pass it around, you actually feel that it's not really, really wet.
Okay, good.
This cotton is soft.
All right, I'm in a meeting.
It's extremely soft.
All right.
You want to feel it, Yomi?
It's really wet.
Yeah, it's not bad though.
No.
Okay. It's nice and soft. Now, wouldn't you rather that be against your body
Oh, yes.
than the other product?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, this, ladies and gentlemen, is like this is our negative ion strip. Okay. This is like the computer chip for this particular pad. This is the part of this pad that's, to me, one of the most important parts. So what it does is it creates the negative ions that goes into our body that decreases the pain that we have during our menstrual cycle. It also, negative ions actually comes from water. Anytime you're at the beach, anytime you're near a waterfall or anything like that, you notice that you're always calm and relaxed. That's what's in this little strip right here. And it helps to decrease our flow. So for example, if you flow 5 days, it'll decrease your flow to 3 or 2. So that means you get, and then it also, you're able to, what else? I can't remember. It decreases the pain.
Bacteria.
And it fights bacteria, so you don't have that scent that we sometimes have, and that's what's causing us to have to change our pads so often. So that's this awesome part that they put into these pads to help us as women to have a more healthier and more pleasurable, more peaceful flow experience.
You forgot to tell your testimony. Did you mention a dioxin? And your
Oh, mine.
Yeah, the one that when you got the people to your house and the guy who owned this business.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I met this guy. He is exterminator like a pesticide. I showed this particular video to him. And when he just heard the word dioxin, he literally almost dropped his phone because he knows a lot about chemicals.
Mm-hmm.
So he knows it's literally illegal for pesticide, people that deals with pesticide,
Mm-hmm.
the chemicals that they use, it's illegal for them to even deal with dioxin. Mm-hmm. So when he saw that this particular pad that's in the stores, there is creating dioxin in the women's bodies, you know, he was just like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? They're not even allowed to kill bugs with dioxin, and they're putting it in pads against our bodies. So imagine that, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Very, very, very vital.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the young ladies or men, you can also, I don't know, after this, if anyone has any pain, you can actually put this pad or this strip into your shoe, and it will take away all of the pain that's in your body. It literally brings it down into this negative ion strip, and it decreases the pain that's in your body. Did I miss anything?
Mm-hmm. Yes, she is.
Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up our second. This would be the third layer. All right, and this particular, the way they made our pad is actually folded up. As you can see, there's a layer here, and it folds up our absorbency system. This particular product is a polymer. This is the same product that's used in baby diapers, which gives you the absorbency system that we sometimes experience. You feel that? You feel it? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yep. As you can feel, you don't feel any dampness, no wetness at all. So now what we're going to do, because we put Exhibit A into our absorbency, to test out the absorbency system, we're going to put ours in, and we're going to actually use the water with the cup with the most water in it. We're going to let that sit for a minute, and we're going to talk about our last layer. Now, as you can see, you see the little strips. If you can see it, there's some strips that's there. And what happens is, because of the flow that we need the airflow. If I was to put water and put steam on one side of this pad, on this last layer, the steam will come through it, which is what we need. We need the flow of air in that area. That's what's causing us to smell so bad. So one thing I love about this is it's a nice, you see how you can tear, it's nice and thin. You actually can see, if you pay attention, you can see the strips that's inside of it. The glue that they use is a lot healthier than the glue that Exhibit A has. The one from Exhibit A, they actually use that in the floors. That's the glue that they use for floor. That's what they're putting on the bottom of the Exhibit A. Yes, exactly. This one is a lot healthier. What is it made of? Biodegradable. Biodegradable. Mm-hmm. So, now, we're going to look at our absorbency system. As you can see, this is a Exhibit A. You see all that water that's left? There's lots of water that's left in this. So that's 8 hours. It's supposed to be 8 hours of absorbency.
And the cup with the least amount of water.
And the one with the least amount of water, exactly. You see that? So now we're going to look at this. Not one drop. You can't get no water out of it. See? And if I pour what's left of this one in here, it's actually going to absorb it also. Now, which one would you rather against your body? Exhibit A or Exhibit B?
Sign me up.
Yes.
That is awesome.
And this is why, this honestly is why, after seeing the video, I said I have to get involved. There's no way. It's like right before your eyes, you can just see, it didn't even take long for it to absorb. There's nothing there. That was just a few minutes.
It wasn't even minutes, seconds.
Mm-hmm. There are testimonies of people that have gotten a hold of this, of our product, Nspire's pad, which is called Cherish. There are people out there that have actually gotten a chance to use it, and there's been testimonies left and right everywhere of how their experience has been 100% better. You know, women that's had pain in their bodies that couldn't even get up the next day, had to take off the next day. They had the opportunity to, within an hour, when normally they would have to take off because the pain is so excruciating. Within an hour, they're able to get up and walk around and function in life. And we as women, we deserve that. We are women, and we carry babies. We go through a lot as women, and at least the best thing we could possibly have is a product like this that can help us.
Remember, my sister in Atlanta told us that she doesn't have a cycle. She's had a hysterectomy, right? But she suffered with pain in her body. It's like, I don't remember exactly what's going on, but she said when she gets up in the morning, she literally has to crawl out of bed.
Yes.
She said, so in Atlanta, she had the opportunity to purchase the pad. She said, I'm going to put this thing on. She didn't even tell me or Chanel, and until the next day, even the day after, she was like, y'all, this thing works. No pain. I'm having no pain. I literally have to crawl out of bed in the morning when I get up.
So let me ask you, because I just spoke to a lady this weekend. Now she's on dialysis, and of course she's older where she doesn't have a cycle anymore, but she said the doctor told her that her whole body has arthritis. Like literally I had to help her out of the chair, me and her son, and we had to get her into her car. So I'm wondering if I give her something like this, like would she put it, because I heard you say if you put it in the shoe.
Well, that's just the strip itself. But
right.
We have panty liners, right? Mm-hmm. Is it going to be in the panty liners?
Yes.
So she can wear the pad or the liner, and hopefully that'll help her with her body pain.
Because my sister doesn't have a cycle. She just wore the pad.
Gotcha.
Just to see if it would help.
And
it did. It did.
So imagine, less medication now. You see what I'm saying?
She doesn't sleep at night, she said.
The pain is so excruciating.
And we're not saying that it's
Take it away.
Yeah, treatment, or if it's
right.
going to
I'm
but
just going to give it to her to try it out.
It's worth the try.
Because you never know if, with them experiencing less pain, they may not have to take their dosage for pain relief. As far as the doctors are concerned, could lessen.
Well, she took steroids. My sister took steroids.
So imagine,
Go ahead.
just from a pad being able to be relieved of the pain, then they can alleviate at least that medication and just have the medications for the other issues that they may have.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So.
This is a game changer.
Yes,
right?
Lord. Well, thank you so much.